Hey guys, before we start this video, I did want to give you guys a little bit of a warning. In case you couldn't tell by the title, this video is going to contain a lot of tall puns, so of course viewer discretion is advised. Thanks so much for your understanding. Hey guys, SasaBob here, and do y'all ever notice how obsessed with height people are these days? I mean, you can't even go to Starbucks without them shoving their blatant heightism down your throat. All that to say, if you're going to make a career out of any physical feature, height seems like the obvious answer, right? There's actually a whole genre of influencers who've made a career based on nothing but their height. For simplicity's sake, let's just call them Tallfluencers. And no one has done this quite better than the queen of Tallfluencers herself, Marie Tamara.
Can you jump without jumping? Let's find out.
Marie Tamara stands an impressive 7 feet tall and has 2 million followers on both TikTok and Instagram. As you probably could have guessed, all of her content is about being tall. I'd like to say there's more to her content, but it's literally all just her height mocking people. I mean, I guess it's not entirely true. Sometimes she does get her big ass family involved, and I'm talking big in both size and number. So apparently her dad is 6'3" and her mom is 7'5", which, I mean, goddamn, that's not even a short king, that's just an actual giant slayer. I mean, bro's literally Eren Yeager the way he's out here taking down these titans. But something I found even more interesting is how come the son and the dad are listed as the same height, but the son's so much taller? But then I looked down and I peeped his shoe game, and my first thought was obviously, yas, slay queen. But then I thought, why would a family of giants own platform heels? Okay, so this is the big plot twist everyone saw coming. If you go back to some of her earliest videos, she claims to be 6'1", which, don't get me wrong, is still pretty tall, but it's a far cry from 7 foot long stacked on top of each other. But fast forward a couple more videos, and now suddenly she's 6'2", which, okay, you know what, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she's actually just 6'1.5" and she's just rounding up. No big deal, right? But then fast forward a couple more videos, and now she's 6'3", which, okay, I think we all see what's going on here. More height equals more views, so every couple of videos she just bumps it up a little bit until now she's basically just claiming to be one of those blue people from Avatar. Which is just crazy. This might be the first documented case of someone lying on the internet. Talk about telling some tall tales, huh? My only other explanation is that she's somehow related to Pinocchio, except every time she lies about her height, her legs grow. How she goes about this is actually kind of clever. She uses a combination of camera tricks and editing to make herself look taller than she actually is. Do me a favor, in this next clip I'm about to show you, pay close attention to the angle of the camera.
Number 44. Woo! 44, that's me! Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
She often uses this low angle camera shot to create a forced perspective, making herself look taller than she actually is. Fun fact, this is actually the same technique they used in those old-timey Godzilla movies to make the guy in the suit look 300 feet tall. What do you think? Would you guys prefer if I recorded all my videos like this? The only other thing I want to point out is, notice how in the few videos without this camera trick, you can't see her feet. You guessed it, this is where our favorite pair of stripper heels come back into play. Honestly, I don't even care that she's famous for being tall. I care that she's famous for lying about being tall. I mean, not to brag, but I'm a bit on the taller side myself. I'm about 6'3". Well, technically, I'm like 6'2.5", but using math, we can just go ahead and round it up to 6'3". Or we can use Tinder math and round it up to a more confident 6'5". So I figure, if you can't beat them, why not join them? How hard can being a Tallfluencer really be? And I can't believe I have to say this for 2 videos in a row, but roll that montage.
Beat life like journal, young gang star flip the kill switch. Jojo, pose, pose, pose. Jojo, pose, pose, pose. Jojo, pose, pose, pose.
Aw, hell no. Are you guys crazy? I'm not that flexible. But it's whatever. Lying on the internet is a lot like selling drugs to kids. Sure, it's a great way to make money. That is until you get caught. And this is kind of reflected in her comment section. She doesn't even really have hate comments. It's literally just people telling her to stop lying. But where I think her deviousness reaches new heights is how, in all of her early videos, the message was all about body positivity and being comfortable in your own skin.
A tall girl in dresses I love but can't quite fit in. Still wears them all cause that's not my problem.
But correct me if I'm wrong, but lying about your height kind of seems like the exact opposite of being comfortable in your own skin. And don't even get me started on her comedy videos, and I use the word comedy very loosely, because she really only has one joke, and that's making fun of shorter men, which again, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't exactly body positivity. But why exactly is she lying about her height? And I think the obvious answer is money, right? But more specifically, I have my own theory. You see, because this is the internet, everything always boils down to a weird sex thing. And quite fittingly, Marie Tamara has an OF page where, as far as I can tell, she caters to people who have a giantess kink, also known as macrophilia. As we all know, OF is some serious money, so I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the reason she's so blatantly lying about her height is so she can better play into this fantasy for dudes who want to get freaky with giants and secure that bag. But still, is that a valid reason to lie? And to be honest, I don't know. Kinda seems like a moral gray area if you ask me. But not all Tallfluencers fall short in the ethics department, and I hope you guys like alliteration because I'd like to introduce to you guys my man, Big Bo Brown.
I'm 7'1", and this is by far the smallest airplane bathroom I've ever been in. This is in first class, by the way. This is what I look like.
I would say his content has the same criticism of also just being about height, but the main difference is, unlike Marie Tamara, he's actually 7 foot tall, so he can do these like public reaction style videos that I think are a lot more engaging.
Yep. Whoa, you're really tall.
Yeah, I get that.
You are so tall.
Yeah.
Why are you so tall?
I don't know.
So what's the point of all this? Well, for better or for worse, height is seen as a very important metric in these modern times, and whether for dating or online internet clout, people are willing to lie about it, or even more extreme, get painful surgery just to grow a couple inches, which might not sound like a lot, but I've been reassured many times that a couple inches is more than enough, okay? Sometimes they even say it's too much, okay? I'm sorry, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah. The whole appeal of these Tallfluencers is that they live with unique bodies, in this case, extreme height. It's the same reason people watch My 600-Pound Life. It's just interesting to see how these people live differently. Is it fair that these people are just famous for being tall? Maybe, maybe not. At the end of the day, they're just playing the cards they were dealt. Or in Marie Tamara's case, lying about the cards she was dealt. Or maybe she's bluffing? I don't know, this whole analogy is really getting away from me. But anyway, thanks for watching to the end of the video. And quick reminder, you guys don't have to hit that like and subscribe button, but shit, it'd be pretty cool if you did, huh? Okay, bye bye, see you guys in the next video.